Jumat Mubarak to you and you. Where we say you did listen to us and they watch us live on CHRICED Radio and Television. Happy, wonderful Friday to you from the heart of Abuja. My name, na Princess Anyana, and I welcome you to this wonderful edition of Inside Naija Show this morning. We'll first of all tell you what's in there for inside the front pages of newspapers. But before then, make I first give you a little tip of what will come up inside the big to reach them. Nnamdi Kanu finally for inside Federal High Court in case don't come to an end with a very strong punishment we don't cause Higiaga all over right now. That's now one of the things then we say we'll go yarn about inside big to read this morning. But no go anywhere because we want sharply take a very short break. When we come back, front pages of newspapers next on the show. Starting the newspapers this morning at the Vanguard newspaper, and inside the Vanguard today, Nigerians Entrepreneur Index don't rise to 0.47 points. Now waiting one report, the yarn be that. And as congressman, that na US lawmaker Riley go do meeting with Ribadu security chiefs for inside Washington. US lawmakers now don't they highlight all of the accusation of say that they kill Christians away inside Nigeria. And for inside the Glasgow's attack we happened for Eruku Church, the can that na body of Christians them don't come out now come talk say the pattern of targeted violence don't they declare now. And on issue of national interest, Anya, Aganga, Akande, others, now don't they show the way forward for Nigeria. The big story inside the Vanguard newspaper this morning on terrorism. Court don't jail Kanu for life. And the vexation, now in the full everywhere on top say Nigeria no qualify for World Cup. And people they say time don't reach to kick out NFF. Segun Awolowo don't buy. Lagos don't raise 244.8 billion naira bonus bonds for infrastructure. And Jonathan say Atta na they responsible for the increased allocation inside Akwa Ibom. All of this and many more they inside the Vanguard newspaper for this morning. The Nation newspaper can come in, and the big story for there, Nnamdi Kanu gets life in prison as punishment for terrorism. IPOB chief then find them guilty on all the 7 accusations where they carry come for his head. Now be smart, no. It be like drama, be like action film. Now so the fire they blow as US lawmakers them do meeting on top insecurity for Nigeria. The lawmakers now they divided on top whether to call the kilikili where they happen for Nigeria religious one or not just insecurity. Tinubu don't send Matawalle to Kebbi and send 90 soldiers to Kwara. DSS don't file terrorism case against 9 IPOB commanders where they say they get link with Simon Ekpa. Awolowo grandson Olusegun don't die at the age of 62 years old. And Lagos don't allocate 245 billion naira bond to very important infrastructure. All of that, they inside the Nation newspaper. The Daily Trust newspaper can come out to say even with capacity of making 13,625 megawatts, now only 3,781 megawatts of light they reach customers. On the kidnap of schoolgirls for Kebbi, Presido don't ask Defence Minister to relocate to Kebbi. Jonathan's concession, the one will be say agree saying don't lose in 2015. Now he make Nigeria democracy too strong today. Now waiting Tinubu the yarn be that. Big story for inside Daily Trust. Kanu gets life imprisonment after 10 years. What they don't they do in case. ACF at 25 leaders they ask for solution to insecurity. Health worker strike don't increase up people they patronize private hospitals. Violence in Nigeria they affect both Christians and Muslims. Now waiting Pope the yarn be that. And for issue of insecurity, more than 50 schools now they don't close down inside Kwara State. All of that inside the Daily Trust. The Daily Sun newspaper can say Kwara don't close down schools in 5 local government areas sake of attacks by bandits. Afenifere, they say they shock on top of the way we say these terrorists them just the attack. Still inside insecurity, Senate don't promise to bring back normalness to Southeast. And leaders they ask say they should stop open grazing. Family group de para as Nnamdi Kanu don't get punishment of life in prison. Then judge am guilty on all the 7 accusations for him head, but in consultant lawyer say they go appeal court. Southeast say they're no surprise over these punishments. Now waiting a Barry Bay they and be that. But the Reps Deputy Speaker say all hope is not lost. 2 out of 3 Nigerian children, they live in multidimensional poverty. UNICEF now dropped that report, still inside the Daily Sun. Nigeria is really a disgraced nation. Insecurity won't finish us. Now Peter Obi yarn that one. On the kidnap of schoolgirls, Tinubu don't order Matawalle to relocate to Kebbi. And APC governors, they ask say sharp, may they find these girls, bring them come back. Moves by international actors, interest groups to label Nigeria country of religious intolerance, they disturbing. Now waiting Ogboge government the yarn for inside the Daily Sun. Moving to the Daily Independent. For the kidnapping of schoolgirls, Tinubu asked Minister of Defence for State to relocate go Kebbi. Tinubu cancelled trip over insecurity that just empty doings, nothing there. Now waiting PDP, the yard be that. The big gist for inside the Daily Independent, Kanu go reach appeal court against the life sentence where they give him as lawyers don't begin the yarn different color of belle on this judgment. Abaribe say Kanu life sentence say they don't already plan them. They don't already plan and are waiting their plan and they just do so. While DSS don't file terrorism accusation against IPOB commanders. On the increase in insecurity, Afenifere say make them do total change of our security and say there is a complicity, get some saboteur, it gets some bad belly, bad eggs inside our security operatives them. ADC, they para against the claim linking Donald Trump. So what he talk, now cause make the attack for begin again inside Nigeria. Lagos don't raise 244.5 billion naira bonds to use arrange money for infrastructure projects. Nigerian Christians and Muslims now in them they kill. Now waiting Pope Yan Bidat, Ibori, Abiodun, they cry on top the death of Segun Awolowo. All of that, they inside the Daily Independent. Moving to this day newspaper this morning, U.S. Congress do briefing on insecurity and they find ways to help Nigeria help themselves. Nnamdi Kanu terrorism case don't end after 10 years and the punishment now say make he live the remaining of his life inside prison. They say they go put him for protective custody. Abaribe, they say this punishment, now plan where they don't already plan against the Southeast. Army don't dismiss fake sit-at-home order and give Southeast assurance, say security tight for that side for them. Enter for inside this day newspaper, you go see all of that and plenty others them. Closing out the papers this beautiful Friday morning, now Punch Sports Extra. And in Punch Sports Extra, Osimhen, they happy in gala as the clubs them, they hustle for New Atalanta coach stand for the back of Lukman. Mikel, the para give Iwobi for the negative outing where Eagles get in camp. Ghana, the eye to host World Cup hand in hand with Nigeria. Saka go sign a new contract until 2030. Gyan, they tip Nigeria for AFCON 2025 title. Yamal, they target Chelsea injury comeback. And for the interview, just special interview where the Point Sport Extra do with Justin Madugu, he did here, they share in Ballon d'Or experience. Arsenal no go win EPL. Now York yarn that one. Liverpool gets Semenyo boost as Joshua bring back boxing to limelight. Now waiting Froch the yarn be that. Finally, Aruna don't come out from the Muscat after 5 sets defeat. All of this and plenty more now you go see inside the Punch Sports Extra newspaper of this morning. And this now where we go draw the curtain on top of front pages of newspapers for the week. Don't forget to join us next week on top other beautiful editions there. But between now and even over the weekend, try to get, even if now one of these papers, open them, read the full gist, not just follow by the headlines. They informed, know what's in they happen, make your own for no lost. But no go anywhere, because coming up next, the big stories them inside the news.
Hello, my country people of Naija. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebbi don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears more and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial you. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and television, where we go to break that news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story when they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Naija. You go enjoy them well because we go break them for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.CHRICEDRadioandTV.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Olawale Omane. On top CHRICED Radio and Television, your matter now we own.
Thank you. So you still stand Bagamo with us on top CHRICED Radio and Television for Inside Naija, our Ogbonge program, where they bring to you the happenings them inside the country. Already, if you follow us on top all social media handles, so with the all platforms at CHRICED Radio TV, and if you watch us live Mondays to Fridays on top this show and other shows them from inside the hour of 9 o'clock to reach 10 o'clock, and then other shows them come at different times live for our YouTube, for our Facebook at CHRICED Radio TV. And you want to listen to us through our radio portal, just go www.CHRICEDRadioandTV.com and we'll go together to enjoy ourselves. If you also join by to put your own contribution in the comment section of all of these videos, them I will go definitely read them out to the world to hear. Now, coming back inside the studio, I get Kola Wole Omoni. Kola, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Happy Friday to you.
Thank you very much.
You're looking dapper, sir.
Same to you too, and thank God it's Friday.
This your filler is fillarizing.
Thank you for that.
All right, now, so big story inside Nigeria right now. The person we call himself leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, finally, after 10 years, in case don't end, for the Federal High Court side don't end, and it ended in punishing him in his absence. And this may go spend the remaining of his life in prison. All the 7 accusations where government bring on his head, they judge him guilty of them all. For some, life imprisonment. For one, 5 years. For one, 20 years. And they say, the mercy, tamper justice with mercy. Now I make them no give a death penalty, and I make them say it go serve all, same time. What thing you get to talk about this judgment?
Yeah, the judgment done, they already raised dust since yesterday, and we understand. Now, Miss feelings, 9 people will they get about him, depending on how the matter they be to them. And because Nigeria too, probably because of where you are coming from, or maybe they also compare notes to say, okay, it happened to this, see how it happened, this, another one. So we get mixed reactions since yesterday. We want to check what really happened between federal government and that of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
The context in which they talk, say, okay, may them give a life imprisonment. If you check the book, the Constitution, if you check the Terrorism Act, you don't already talk waiting.
They see as terrorism.
They see as terrorism. And for the fact, say, even federal government don't already pronounce the group itself as a terrorist group under Buhari government. And they confirm and nobody say they just do them, then follow due process, carry the matter go court before they made the declaration. So all this together, you now get the leader of the group, you know what it means. And waiting with the offense, we then talk, say they say in the incite the public against government. And as a result of that, it already cost lives of many people. If you say you incite, say, okay, it cost life. From that angle, say it cost life. They can justify it because we know a number of killings will happen in the southeast.
Yes.
Through
in Lagos.
In Lagos, through the IPOB members and what have you. So that one did there. So if you now check the basis in which Nnamdi Kanu talks, say, in they defend himself, the reason why they should not let this kind of fate befall him, the condition be saying they talk, say, they can't use old law or law where no exist to try him. He no even talk, say, he no do waiting, then talk, say, him do. And in the court of law, for instance now, then kill maybe somebody, you witness how somebody kill people plenty. The court of say, okay, the law we talk about how waiting they go do for person we kill somebody. They don't already repeat that law in Nigeria, but then get fresh one. So the only reason why the person should get out of court or out of that case, now this fact say they repeat that particular law. The person don't talk say I don't kill somebody. The person don't, he can't tell the court say I don't kill this people when you talk say I kill. But the only thing the person keeps saying be say because of say when I repeat that law, now bring another one. May una just forgive me, or may una no use that law against me. You supposed to defend based on those charges. This one no do am. This is the reason why I go no say I no do am. But these people get evidence where you they address people, where you get radio station, where they take inside people. If you check some of these contests, I'm not saying say you no get right to say, okay, we no do with Nigeria again. Right up to association even they there. You understand? We not to say you no get right to say, okay, you want to do some certain things, but there is a process. If you want to form your country now, there is a process in achieving it. Remember, even Ojukwu, we started the issue of Biafra that time. At a point, he saying regret time, say, no be something where you go, we say it happen again because of the loss of life and so many consequences. You understand? So if you check this narrative, you go no say, for instance, if you want to say, okay, you want to move now, you will go for referendum.
Yes.
People where you they claim say they want the country, then go support them.
Yes.
When you are done with the referendum, they see them legit one. You channel it to where you're supposed to channel it to appropriate quota for you to achieve your aim. But in a situation whereby you go from your radio or maybe social media, you are inciting people here and there. Now the main problem way in Nnamdi Kanu be get with the federal government be that. Now the people will come they get mixed feelings about the move. I may also not blame them because we get instances like this where we say they no really manage them the way they manage in home. And they always talk about Sunday Igboho into make this kind of move for Oduduwa state. Oduduwa nation, you understand? If you make the move, if you dey inside the public, if you hear Yoruba language where the way into they talk, now so in Nnamdi Kanu too, they do your own talk. I think the only difference be say they never pronounce in own group to say, okay, na terrorist, na them be. Another difference is that in his own case, they never really talk. So as a result of waiting, don't they talk, or plenty people don't die. Except when the federal government even go launch attack in his own personal house, where they kill people that time. So now the difference be that, but both of them get almost similar agenda against the state.
Yeah.
That is on that. We've been talking about cases yesterday too, about somebody we admit say in kill people and mastermind the crisis in Kano State then, and plenty people die. They say may go serve 20 years in jail. So if you check some of these things, it may bring mixed feelings, especially for people who not to trust the system before now. When they feel like say they don't already capture our judicial system in the country, they will be having some reservation, except especially if they align with Nnamdi Kanu, or maybe they are coming from his region, or maybe they too wish like, okay, can we just leave this country and go and have fresh country of ours? Those kind of people now, they have mixed feelings with the way the judgment being come out yesterday. And again, when you get matter for court, you don't just treat judges as if you guys are friends. Manner of approach too matters. Even if you know, say something whether they accuse you of, you are innocent. There's a way you still present your case before the court. And judges, you understand? I get uncle where be say, my papa be they gist me about this story, say, he just follow another person, go court. Judge, they do your own judgment. My uncle, they read the newspaper. Now, waiting offend judge be that say. So meaning what we came here for is not a business. You came to the court, come they read newspaper, then punish him. He say, may stand up. You understand? That is contempt. So for just minor issue like that, can now compare to you see somebody you want to fight them inside the court, to unless a judge has to even excuse you for you to be taken away. And it still reference it when they want to pass in ruling, say the conduct, the way in they behave itself, the unruly behaviors of Nnamdi Kanu still no help matter. Say almost every court when they appear, is either I won't fight somebody or if they accuse somebody. At a point, he even sack all his lawyers. His lawyers. So if you check some of these things, you know to really sit down well. You understand? We are not saying this thing to say, okay, somebody no get right to claim, say, I won't leave. Even though that topic of leaving too, now story for another day. They will not manufacture other people to come and be their leader. It's still the same crop of politicians we have right now that they will still rise up to say, okay, even though we now get our country, we still have people to rule us. And they always talk and say, you will not understand the problem of Nigeria until when you start sharing things and you are narrowing it down. If you say in Nigeria, Northerners will remember, say, oh, this one is my brother from the north. If you now pick one state out of that north, this one will now remember, say, oh, you come from Ajingi. Me, I come from Kumboso. If you now pick a local government inside that same state, now that time you go to see somebody who's you come from what, so, you forget about you. You come from here. To family members, when they narrow it down to family members, you will still see that division of maybe person, the preference, you go see them there. That is how bad the situation of the country right now. But people know they too really pay attention to this until they find themselves in that kind of situation, because now the same papa, mama, nine born us. Now DNA, 9 day different, but mentality, the way we reason our stuff, almost the same thing. So it is unfortunate that Nnamdi Kanu got this kind of judgment, but we are hoping that he still has almost 2 or 3 options. One of those options is for him to appeal to the appeal court, then after appeal court to Supreme Court. After Supreme Court, he can still get presidential pardon in case both appeal and that of Supreme want to follow suit of waiting be happened yesterday. And apart from that, presidential pardon, it did there, they can still use political solution to say, okay, they want this thing to end.
Okay, because a lot of questions they on top of this matter. First of all, Nnamdi Kanu been the claim, say they no give a fair hearing. They wanted to do his final written addresses, they no allow him. And the judge talks, say we don't give you plenty opportunity. Now you did all. We actually came here, that was yesterday, Thursday, to just do judgment and sentencing. And then I begin the challenge, So that talk of say no get fair hearing, how you feel about that now one. Then two, people like Senator Abaribe and I think Igbo Women Association, different groups don't come out now, come talk, say, forget, say this thing, now plan with the judgment, he was just reading, say now scripts, he they read, now what they don't already set for him. Now he just read, like the thing, then no fee say just, but a House of Reps, Deputy House of Reps person don't talk, say, oh, all hope is not lost, then go approach Presido for political solution. And finally, this judgment was in Nnamdi Kanu's absence. Does it stand? Because Nnamdi Kanu already talks, say whatever they decide here, na sham, it does not stand.
It wasn't particularly in his absence because he was there yesterday.
No, but it was not in the courts.
It was after his behavior that made the judge to say he should be excused.
Exactly.
You understand?
But now when they wanted to give the judgment, the sentencing, why did they not maybe call him back or something? In his absence, you just sentence him to life imprisonment.
That one is like a campaign after election now. You understand? If he has reservation about that, it may also be part of his prayer when he did appeal court, because they don't already make their final decision on that, whether presence or absence. Then they always even accuse or charge somebody in absentia when the person no dey there, or maybe they call you, you no answer, and they feel like, okay, you are just wasting their time. But in his own case, they never even talk, say he go live imprisonment. He don't attempt to slap people. You understand? So maybe if they do if you do something bigger than that or whatever, he has his own reason of doing that. I want to believe that if it is not possible legally, the judge wouldn't have ventured into that. But if you can't do I know supposed to be like that, good. It's another point for Nnamdi Kanu whenever he's filing his appeal in the next 90 days for him to add it to his prayers. So that one did there. Then on top of the Abaribe where they talk, say, they don't already write they need to implement and what have you. You know Nigeria. I'm sounding like this. I hope they will not say, okay, because where he's coming from and what have you. Politicians want to give impression. People want to give impression. But law, no, they get anything to do with emotion. You understand? Even though we know, say, our judicial issues, people, they always lament, they talk about issues here and there and what have you. But you can only survive that kind of situation if waiting until, say, you commit offense. You know, commit them. The offense, the ruling where they put on top of your head, it no they written in any part of the constitution or the law where they use against you. If you know they there, you may say, okay, it has been written, it has been this, it has been that. But a process of, nobody say yesterday, they started this battle in the last 5 years that it was detained. And they just passed it now. And it's not even the current government that started the drama. For someone to now say suddenly it has been written right now, you know, we read meaning, we read politics into whatever we are doing in the country. I may just see it in that manner. But he has two more options: appeal and Supreme Court. Igbo guys want to support him based on the sentiment. Some people may want to say, no, it's good for him based on their own interest too. But waiting law being they talk about technically, I think we really need to detach ourselves from emotion and just focus attention on waiting they talk say in do. Waiting be the evidence where they use against them. Is he really rhyme? Because he has not been able to deny waiting and talk say do say he no do am. The one where they obvious to Nigeria be say no Nigeria will come out to say IPOB never kill somebody in this country. No Nigeria will come out to say they never declare IPOB as a terrorist group. Even though many people will talk, okay, if you not declare them, how come you not declare some other group too as a terrorist group? But Boko Haram too, they don't already declare them, say, not terrorist group.
So if all these facts they there, then declare the group as terrorist group, the group, many Nigerians, in fact, all Nigerians will agree to the fact that they don't kill before. Many Nigerians will still believe, say, till today, on Monday, many of the southeast states, they know they come out. If you come out, you go collect. So some of these facts, they there.
Okay, but and these things now, they fit tie am to Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, because they are the source. If there was no Nnamdi Kanu, there wouldn't be IPOP. They fit tie am to them. So if all these facts, they there, and people come to say this, they don't already write them. For the thing where Tinubu never even know saying go become president when the case don't start that time. And if they still no judge him now, they say, why are they delaying him? Why are we not making this thing fast and stuff? So I may not subscribe to that. Presidents get their own, they get their issue. Even if they write them, my own condition is that every script where they write, is it aligning with constitution? Is it aligning with the law where they take charge of? Is it aligning with the fact that they accuse him, say he do this thing, and he not deny him for court? So if we check some of these technical issues, you will not see any reason why they should be accusing presidency right now. Say, now them do this thing. It just do unfortunate. Say, we no get trust in anything where government they do right now. And that separation of power, people don't believe, say, it exists right now. Because if to say that one they exist, judiciary no go they make decision, and people will always be insulting an executive arm of government.
Okay, and finally on this matter, they say they put on for protective custody. May they not let anybody know where they. How you see that particular part? Is it to protect him or to protect Nigerians?
Yeah, if you check the antecedent of how Nnamdi Kanu they operate, maybe not their fear. Be that say you're not supposed to deal with every other person.
May they not even let them touch
gadgets. May they not let people know. May they not let me touch target because they know say a techie guy. If we do and undo in terms of technology, and apart from that, they have these feelings that maybe if people know where in the prison break go happen. Yes, if it happen, if it affect other people, because in boys they still believe that their leader not supposed to be for life imprisonment. So they may have to even be relocating him consistently. Maybe if he did for so prison today, they relocate him tomorrow and what have you like that. Because it's not a person that will be there, except maybe tomorrow, if that group no exist again. They may want to find a way of say, okay, we want to rescue our leader and what have you. And they know the danger that it poses to other inmates if they choose to let people know where in there. Maybe not their fear be that. You understand?
All right, so maybe not their fear be that. But from the talk, Nnamdi Kanu gets between now and 90 days. That's about 3 months for him to do appeal against this judgment. So this case, it never finish. But pending when he go do the appeal, he will no longer do DSS hand now. He go there for correctional center.
Yeah, from now, in the eyes of the law, it don't already start in life sentence.
So from now, he's a convict.
Yes, it is.
So unless
until
they reach
when
appeal,
government,
yes.
until when the appeal court or upper court upturn whatever the federal high court decided yesterday.
Oh boy, the matter still long. The matter still long. But we all day here, and we're going to bring everything to you as the updates them they land our doormats. Now let's go to the United States lawmaker, the committee where they arrange. You know, say yesterday because of time now we'll not fit talking, but they be say yesterday from that hour of 11 o'clock. Say United States get a committee where they form. You know, by I think Chris Smith, yes, say get a committee. Where we say they want to actually sit down to discuss Nigeria matter. This one where they call us country of particular concern, to also check on those accusations of say that they kill Christians, and then to see whether may they hold that CPC designation or not reach like that, and to know what to do. They say they invite some people, both for inside abroad and then some people also for Nigeria to come and talk on the matter. You watch the proceedings.
Yeah, I watched it.
Good. I beg. You feel just take us through some of the highlights of the meeting and the discussion.
Yeah, like you been talking for when you did read, say then they divided. Many people they talk, okay, why are they really pushing for this? Some people have the belief, say true, it happen based on the evidence where then they show. You understand? And somebody was even questioning the data where they are available. Say, okay, how were they able to generate this data?
that really talked about the number of people where the Christian where they've been killed and what have you. So like normal and public hearing, then the opinion they divided. You get some Nigerians will go do testimony. A particular woman, she was so articulate, and she presented a report too, and they talk about how she then born out for the country, for Plateau State. She don't witness endless crisis in Plateau, but in a situation whereby, and she be Christian, in a situation whereby we go to say, now only Christian and they won't wipe off, say, to pure like that. The woman talk like that. Say, because if you check insecurity in Nigeria, a number of factors are contributing. So if you now pick one out of 1,001 factors, and you say, now the reason why, she's not saying they happen.
Yes.
But she's telling them, say, now just one out of many factors where they contribute to insecurity in Nigeria. 9 US government they talk about. So if you now pick only that one as the reason for you to invade, to her, she was now advising them, say, okay, if you do that, the people when you enter the country, the impression be say you want to come and fight for Christian, not for Nigerians. So they won't see it from the angle of, say, you are supporting Nigeria to get rid of insecurity. They will see it from the angle of, okay, you want to come and get rid of insecurity in Nigeria because of Christian, which they believe that you too, the major part of you guys are Christian. So based on that, she was now advising that it better make them hold our leaders accountable. That from 1999 to date, they don't sponsor Nigeria, they don't do so many things for them in terms of security here and there, support here and there. So if we are not getting results, the situation is getting worse. They need to find out from them what they do, where they make this failure obvious like this. So now part of waiting should be discussed. Then from the other side of it too, we get many people who come testify, say true, now Christian 9, then they kill. They show a video of a woman who lose her 5 children. You understand? For that water. Then show video of people who no even feel speak English. Where father be they help them interpret to justify the fact say that they kill Christian in the country. But my submission on that is that if you carry the video of some of those stuff, do we also have the video of where they kill plenty people for mosque? Religion. Yeah. You understand? And many other factors that lady or that woman been talk about, say, if they always for security too, how many of those factors are they checking? You understand? So just for you to know the fact that we are battling with insecurity in Nigeria, regardless of who is doing it. Shortly before we enter this show, you get one of a colleague where they talk, say, okay, then discover, say, even a Christian, they sell weapons to Muslim to go fight Christian. You understand? Yes. So in that kind of situation, if you check Christian where they sell weapon for Muslim to go fight Christian, at that point you should know that it's not based on religion, rather they are criminals. And the moment you now see from the eyes of these guys are criminals, you want to get rid of them without putting in this religion inclination. Say, okay, now because of say this person be Christian and stuff like that. Now the reason why they come, it go make it so easy for them to even come and for them to be accepted and for them to be able to easily get information to fight this battle. Because regardless of where you are coming from, you need intelligence to do your work diligently wherever you are going to. And for you to achieve that, you don't go only deal with Christian to come and give you intelligence. You need to deal with almost everybody to be able to help Nigeria to get rid of this insecurity. And the woman talk boldly, explain all the government lapses. Wow. Make sure that she said and say, government know they try, then they fall hand. So they really need to checkmate some of these things. And she kept saying, trust deficit, the way we always talk here. At a point, a lawmaker had to ask her that, okay, you've been talking about this trust deficit. How do you think the US government can come in to help in rebuilding trust deficit? And she gave them a candid answer, say, it's not US government thing.
US government will not come and take over and be ruling here. The burden is on our government to make sure, say, whatever they say, they do it and they restore that trust in people's mind. Say, but for now, not the way government they do, where people won't even believe. They even believe, saying that then they fuel some of these crises. So now how it take happen yesterday, they will need to, from all what they got yesterday, they will go and find their report and present it to the larger house in the Congress.
But you think, say, with what happen, we don't finally fit able to take convince USA not be Christian killings they happen, say it touch everybody. The reason why I still that yesterday matter, where I say even our national security advisor still lead people go there to go talk with a congressman, and the congressman still go for inside X, go still they put them there, say that they kill Christians even after meeting with top. So have we been able to at least convince them, say this thing touch everybody, so that they will stop? Because I even see one of also a congresswoman there wait talk and say Trump just threatening, saying one can do Glasgow, say it's reckless. Even mention say this talk now, if he even begin cause tension between Christians and Muslims. And if you also notice, in a way it is doing that, as this one now happen now for Kwara. Christian Association of Nigeria and don't come out. She say they turn to that narrative. You know that kind of thing. And then you did some places and you already they hear. Sometimes we are not even being careful. Wherever we did, waiting with they talk, because you don't know the one where you go talk, we go be batting. So have we been able to convince US?
Yeah, I'm not sure we've been able, but one of them been talk something to yesterday. Say one good thing about this move where Trump been they make we say he don't they make him to get attention of Nigerian government. She now also referenced the fact that the guy delegates were in town yesterday.
Yes.
Just because of this. Say, if not be all this one, they not to take security seriously anymore. Again, in the country, they are so used to the way it is. A particular lawmaker also talked about that she heard, for you to know, say, our people, they feed them well. I've been telling you the other time when they did this discussion, say, most of these things, it gets some people where they push for them well.
They even mentioned Nnamdi Kanu.
You understand? A lawmaker in the meeting yesterday, a lawmaker said that he was told about a particular case where they get intel, say these people won't come attack. These people raise the alarm, say these people won't come attack.
Yes.
Say government issued a statement to counter it, say na fake news. Say so, imagine that kind of situation. Say unfortunately, a few days after the government talks saying na fake news, they killed 13 people. I could not figure out that particular incident but now waiting the lawmaker been talk yesterday with that Oyinbo lawmaker. You understand? So if you check some of these things, you go know say we defeat them well. So when you have this kind of narrative, with this kind of belief, this kind of stories, instances like this, it go hard somebody to quickly believe whatever you are now coming to feed them. Especially in a situation whereby they also have this impression, say, we know they too, we like to, they always politicize some of those things. We like to, they lie in the name of say all is well, when all know they well. Yeah. So it go hard them. The only way they can now be able to be convinced is when you talk, say, insecurity, it don't end for your country. Not by saying all these things. And the woman also talked yesterday, say, Nigeria government supposed to even immediately get ambassador for US. If you not go even get for any other places, at least there are some like top 10 countries in the world that you can't afford not to have an ambassador.
But why don't
in
you
that
have
country.
ambassadors? Yes.
We don't know. At a point they send their name for screening.
Yes.
We don't get.
Day before yesterday they say they don't return back the DSS approved.
The point is, why must we be on fire like this before we get that kind of situation? Why must we get 48 ministers in Nigeria? Why must we get the one Festus Keyamo talk say na illegal minister, na they be minister of state? Why can't they use the budget that they will use to take care of those guys for us to get ambassador? We don't have ambassador of state. We only have one in each country. If we cannot get the entire country, at least some of those countries that we know that we have interest, that when they cough, we want to reason with their cough. Can't we get ambassador there to also say us well about what we are doing here? But in a situation whereby it's ordinary Nigeria that are feeding them information and they have those data, they have those information, and there's no anybody over there to counter some of this information. So what are we expecting? This is the result.
This is the result. And then just to follow that one, now, Tori don burst out now from Kwara State, say the people wey kidnap those church members, don't they contact some families asking for 100 million per head, meaning about 3 billion naira. Now they say, then they ask for to find it right now. What do you get to talk about that?
It's a lucrative business. They are into their business. When you have a business that is thriving and nobody is interrupting it, you can choose, and there's no price control. Just like our normal day-to-day business, no price control. So they can choose to call any amount based on the capacity of whoever that they kidnap, and they will still bring it down as usual. It's part of negotiation, but it's a bad news to us. And this is one thing I've been talking about. If you claim that, oh, your people are now in action, security, everything is intact now, can you tell us the number of kidnapping cases? Can you tell us the number of ransom that, okay, before we used to pay 1 billion naira ransom, now we are paying 500 million naira, or we are paying 200 million? If you cannot be able to justify that, it go hard. We've seen a video, I still watched that video yesterday, Princess, where terrorist gang, the bandit gang in Zamfara State, they talk how much government pay them before they release school children. And the same government will come out to say, if you pay ransom, they will jail you. The video, I will show you after this show. But they talk, say, this is the amount we collected. We started from 300 million naira negotiation. Then, no, not now.
Yeah.
For this in Zamfara, say, they paid 60 million naira for us before we release those girls. So if a bandit is saying they pay, in the report, then they answer say, why you they kidnap? You say no, they kidnap. Say now in boys they kidnap. So waiting be your role. He say in role now to go kill. How many? Yes, I will show you the video. How many people have you killed? He say it's countless. That he has lost count. He can't even remember again. And those guys, they are still moving around. He confirms say government pay ransom to them. They ask them, what do you use the ransom do? He say they use and buy more weapons to fight for tomorrow, to prepare for tomorrow fight. So if you check some of these revelations here and there, what do you expect? They will still need to do more because they are not getting more of them into the net. Instead, they are getting more members into their camp. They are getting more members. So they will be able to demand whatever, and the family will like their people too. They will be running etasketa, sell family land, sell property to make sure say they pay that ransom. It is unfortunate because even if you get intel to know where these people dey, the capacity and the political will to get rid of them, no dey.
One man say he get 5 family members. He say now 5 of them go church in run. The remaining 4 members, relation, they don't carry them. In that kind of situation, asking for 100 million. I know say they go still price them and everything. But the people where we see for that, they know where will they get this monies?
In fact, there is this belief, say people where they always even visit church repeatedly, almost every hour, then they church for Nigeria self. No people where to get enough money. The moment where money don't they make you they occupy you, no go get much time to enter this thing. It is unfortunate. It's not a laughable matter anyway, because I can feel what the family are passing through right now. And sincerely speaking, may God not allow this thing touch us the way we are used to pray in the country. But if you check the narrative, regardless of price they are making, for the fact say these people will still see their people again, except if they cannot afford it, except if they cannot even borrow them. Regardless, people want to do whatever to make sure say they set free their loved one. Unfortunately, many of them will still pay that money. They will still kill the victims. It is unfortunate.
Okay, but President Bola Tinubu don't send the Minister of State on top security matter. That's na former governor of Zamfara State, Oga Matawalle. That's na Alhaji Bello Matawalle say, oh yeah, make it carry himself now, relocate to Kebbi State, sake of the kidnapping of those girls. Now, in their words, they say he gained some experience in dealing with banditry and mass kidnapping during his tenure as governor of Zamfara State from 2019 to 2023. They say they can't explain how they take go park about 279 girl students where they between age of 10 and 17 years for Government Girls Science Secondary School inside Kebbi for Zamfara State. That's 2021. And they carried them for February. They returned them for March. And they say, now in handwork. What do you, using this testimony to push him down there, you think?
May I shock you?
Sure.
The video where they talk to you about, and the ransom where they talk about be this. The same video where they tell you, say this person talk, say government paid them 60 million naira. They paid in dollars. Now the ransom way we they talk about, now be this incident where federal government.
In dollars.
Yes, they paid them in dollars. That is the same incident now where government they used to appraise this minister. Where then they used to add them to his CV, say he secured those children. Was it free? The answer is no. Where is the ransom budget line in our national budget? Under security, right? Security votes. Waiting government been they talk, waiting law been they talk about payment of ransom. But till today, that video has been moving around for years. Government never come out to deny that video. In fact, the main person where they inside the video, they don't declare unwanted, repeatedly tire. They no see them catch. And they confirm the payment of this amount of naira.
So,
one of the reasons why even till today Zamfara government be they link Matawalle to even terrorism. Where they talk say the person where una talk say maybe Minister of Defence. Say unfortunately to get a link, there are so many reports that has a link with him. I no confirm that report. So I can't officially or boldly talk and say then they jail. Because sometimes you know politics in Nigeria. The guy in opposition and what have you. So that one will come to play. But the point I'm trying to raise now is that if you are praising somebody based on say una pay ransom before they secure the release of school girls, then you want him to go and renegotiate another ransom payment. That's what you are telling Nigerians. Now waiting you they tell Nigerians say, okay, oh, this person is fond and is used to these guys, he is close to them, he can easily negotiate with them, and they will secure the release. That's what it means. Because as a minister, not the Minister of Defense, the Minister of State for Defense, your role is administrative role. You are not the security chiefs that will go to the bush to go and be fighting the battle. So if the security chiefs are not mobilized to that location to say, okay, go and fight this thing and make sure say you secure these children. So it's now the minister now that will go and play that role. It may be another payment of ransom role. That is the way me I see them. You understand? Even the security chief says sometimes Ogapa don't go give order, make them go there. They will not resume there. Or if they do, they just do ceremonial welcoming and the following day they pack their car and they leave. But regardless of how they take drum, whatever the means they make is just for them to ensure that at least they secure these girls back to their family. How they take drum no concern Nigerians. But tomorrow, if we hear say them pay ransom, we go still tell them. Any day we then talk say, may Nigeria no pay ransom, we go still remind them.
But finally, before we go, the senator, where they represent Kebbi South, Senator Garba Maidoki, don't come out on Wednesday when he talk for Channel's television program. In word, he say, we have a fair idea. We kind of know where these girls stay. And we dey sure say they never move them outside Kebbi South Senatorial District. There is high hope that the girls will return home in 1 or 2 days. For a senator to go make such a statement, what does it say?
And maybe they've started the negotiation. You know, these guys need attention and they need money.
Okay, if he talks, say, these people, they know, they get idea of where they dey. Why they not just maybe secretly, ambush the bad guys and get their people back? The point is,
they will also want to use those girls as their sheet, right? They will not, the bandits.
And that's why I said they will do it, they not go loud them now.
No, the security situation is not like that. Because if in talk say they know where then they know why then they talk about like that. These people, they lose nothing if they carry those girls and kill one of them after the other. In fact, they will even use that one to get more international attention. They can even do video and be sharing it. You understand? So my father go tell me, say, if you won't fight, no fight somebody will get nothing to lose.
True.
If you do now you go lose. Because even if you win the battle, it mean nothing to am.
True.
If you lose the battle, it mean huge to you. So in that kind of situation, they have to trade with caution. In doing that, the one way we know they like to hear, now say them pay ransom. Later the constor say, oh, they don't already secure the release of these guys or the rescue. They shouldn't use the word rescue. The moment they can't tell us, say at least 50 bandits go down, they shouldn't use the word rescue when these guys are returning back home. They should just, okay, we've been able to secure their release. Maybe appeal to these people, they listen to us. We understand the word. But if they dare say rescue and none of the bandits have their life on it, then they should forget about the rescue operation.
Final words for today's show.
Final words. We want federal government to still do more on the security. It's not what we have been hearing so far. I know, say, it's challenging when you are already into it. To get those guys out of these activities, you may have to do more of kinetic. But in the course of doing more of that kinetic, and they always talk, remember to also do non-kinetic. The non-kinetic will not allow more people to get into their camp. We've been dragging, for instance, now since June this year, Oga Presido don't approve the recruitment of 30,000 policemen. They are still dragging feet right now. But these guys are recruiting daily. They are recruiting daily because they all no need, this PAMSEC is supposed to approve. And drama between Police Service Commission and that of the Nigerian Police Force. That one no day. They find a way of getting these people into their camp. The reason why they go both to say if you kill 10, 20 go show. But in our own case, our own security guys are retiring day by day. Some are dying in the battlefield. No replacement. And you still claim you want to fight insecurity. They should think twice about it. Do something reasonable, act fast, not reactionary move like this. Be more proactive and we get that result.
Thank you so much, Kolawole Omoniyi, for today's show.
Thank you.
And we wish you a wonderful weekend. Hoping to do this with you again next week.
Nice to do that.
And thank you so much for you will be saying Bagam with us on Top Inside Naija today. If you like what we do, you enjoyed the show, just enter for all of our social media handles. If you enter Facebook, if you enter YouTube, you go see this show then for you to sit down, look and even if you want to see yarn color of your belly inside, comment section, they there for you. And not just this program, other Ogbonge reports and programs them there for our YouTube, our Facebook for you to enjoy. And then if you also see different excerpts of our shows and our postings them for other social media platforms. We did X, we did Instagram, we did TikTok. All you have to do, follow us, like us, drop your comments and your own no go lost. You also feel listening to us on all our radio stations at www.CHRICED If you get anything you want me to do for you, still put them there for comment section or just, put anything. We will always come for you because from top this station, your matter now we own. Till we come your way on Top Inside Naija next week again. My name na Princess Anyana. God bless Nigeria. God bless you.